Good day, everyone here. Welcome to the class of today. My name is Ms. Adegoke. Our subject for today is basic science and technology. We are focusing on science, and our topic is the human skeleton. You can see that the human skeleton. If you look at the screen, you are going to see the picture of the skeleton of a man. That is the skeletal system. The human skeleton is also called the skeletal system. So if you look at the screen, you see that it appears that this man is running, though a man doesn't look like this. But then you can see the bone inside. Okay, that's what we are talking about today. The framework of bones, all the bones. You see, this man is running. On the physical, you will see the thigh, which is here and there. But inside that thigh, inside the fat thigh, there is what? There is a bone. You see, bones are connected one way or the other. Okay, that's what we are considering today. Now, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the skeletal system, mention the types of bones in the body, define joints, list the types of joints that we have, and state functions of bones and joints. If you look at this picture again, you are going to see the skeleton inside a man. You will see the skeleton inside the man. You see, our flesh covers our body. Inside the body is the bones that helps us to stand erect and do a lot of other things. So this is also the skeletal picture. You can see the different, you see the way the bones are in your body. Okay, let's talk about the human skeleton. The human skeleton is the internal framework of the human body. It is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood, after some bones get fused together. Now, what does that mean? When you are giving birth to, you have around 270 bones. But by the time you become an adult, the 270 will become 206. It has reduced. Why? Because some bones fuse together, they merge together, they come together and become one. Now, the bone mass in the skeleton reaches maximum density around age 21. That is, your bones become very, very strong, and then the mass in it will no longer be able to develop again because it has reached the stage where it has been fully grown by the time you get to around 21 years. Now, the skeletal system is the body system composed of bones and cartilage, which provides support and shape to the body. It also facilitates movement and protects internal organs. Okay, let me go back to this picture. You know, we talk about here that it provides support and shape to the body. Look at this. Okay, let me come back to this other picture. Look at this body. You can see that you know that your body is made of flesh, as in your body is flesh. And then if there are no bones inside the body, you know, the body will just look like, balloon, rubber. That's what the body will look like. So it is the bone that is making us stand and sit. That it is this skeleton that makes us sit, and then we rest our back. Because if the skeleton is not in the body, you know, the whole body will just look like rubber. And then it will not be able to stand erect. It will just fall off, you know. But because there's the skeleton in the body, that's why we say the skeleton provides support. Not only that it supports your body, it gives your body shape. Then it helps you to move, and it also protects some internal organs. That is, there are some things inside your body that the skeleton protects. Okay, now let's look at some of the components of the skeleton. That is what the skeleton is made up of. We have bones. There are bones. Then it have cartilage. There are cartilage. That is, these are soft and they cushion the joint. They make the joint. You know, a joint is a place where two or more bones meet. Look at this place where I've put this mark. There's this bone here, there's this bone here. This is where they join together. That is the joint. So cartilages are always there to make sure that the joints are moving as they should. Then we have ligament. Ligament attach, yes, this is a ligament. Ligament attach bone to bone. They join two bones together. That's what ligaments do. Then we have tendons. Tendons attach muscle to bones. All the muscles in our body, they join them to the bones. Tendon link the skeletal and the muscular system. The muscular system has to do with the muscles in your body. Okay, let's take a look again at functions of the skeletal system. We are going to be taking a look at 6 main functions. Number 1, there is support. It supports your body. I mentioned it earlier that without bones, our body will it will just appear as rubber, you know, like ball or like balloon that somebody can squash or, you know, can use to make any kind of shape. But because there is bone, it is standing. If you touch just look at your hand, look at your wrists upward to your elbow, you are going to see that of course there is flesh in your body, but it is the bone inside that is making it to stand long like that. Okay, so the skeleton provides support, it provides movement, it helps you to move, it provides protection. Somebody is asking, how can the skeleton protect me? Okay, you know, we have different types of bones in the body. Like this, your skull, touch your head. The skull is not like all these long bones of the hand and the leg. The skull is round. It is inside the skull that some of your internal organs, like the brain, your brain is inside this hard skull. You know, it is not good to knock the head, but if you knock your head, you see that it is hard. Your brain is inside that hard part of the body, which is called the skull. So that's why we talk about the skeleton protecting you. So the brain is a delicate organ. I know it is very, very important. So the brain is there, the eye is there, you know, a lot of things, your ears, the membranes that help you to hear, all of them are inside this skull. They are connected. So the skull protects those special organs in your body. Then also the skeleton produces red blood cells because it comprises of your bones. Then not only that, it also produces minerals, and then it helps to regulate the endocrine. Okay, those are some of the things that the skeleton does for us. You can make more research on this. You can check more. To see what you come across. Okay, let's look at the types of bones that we have. Now, I mentioned earlier, if you look at this picture, you see that the bone here is different from this one. Just look at the way the bones are, you know, circular like that, like rings. There are different types of bones in the body. So, but they have been categorized into 5 types. We have the flat bones, we have the long bones. Look at the screen, you see some examples. Look at the flat bone. Look at this long bone. You can see it's labeled. We have short bones. You can see these bones, they are not very long. They are not even long at all. They are just short like that. We have irregular bones. Look at irregular bones here. Can you see them? They are not, they are shaped, you know, like, they are not straight like this one here. And they are not just so flat like this one here. They have some shape. They have some special work they do in the body to connect some bones together. That's why they have this kind of special shapes. They are irregular. The shape is not straightforward. Then we have the sesamoid. We have this as a form of sesamoid. We are going to be learning more about the sesamoid as we progress. Okay, these are examples of the flat bones. There are flat bones in the skull. You can see them here, you know, flat. There are flat bones in the skull. And then we have in the thoracic cage as well. We have flat bones in the skull, in the thoracic cage. That is the ribs. And then we have it also in the pelvis. That is in the ilium and then the ilium and the pubis. Now, what do these flat bones do? They protect internal organs such as the brain, the heart, and then pelvic organs. They are somewhat flattened, and they can provide protection like a shield. Okay, they also help the muscles to attach. You can see them here. These are all flat bones. You can see them. Okay, now let's talk about the second one, long bones. What do long bones do? They are the types that you find in the leg and in your arm. Long bones support weight and facilitate movement. Facilitate means they aid, they help movement, they help you to move. Now look at this. The long bones, longer than they are wide. They are very long. You can see the pictures. They are long. This one is for the leg, and this one is for the arm. Okay, so they are long than they are wide. They are longer than they are wide. They are not so very wide, but they are very long. You can see that they are very long. Now, these include the femur and some other small bones in the fingers. You know, your fingers are, though they appear short, but they are long because the bones are thin. They are long. Now, long bones function to support the weight of the body and facilitate movement. They are the ones that help you to move. That's what they do. You want to lift something up with your hands, the long bones are the ones that you use to lift. You know, you carry bags, sometimes you lift up a bag, it's the long bones that help you. Your legs, you know, when you're walking, you walk with your legs. It's the leg that carry your body. Okay? They support our weight and help us to move. Then we have short bones. You can see them on the screen. Look at it here, the ones in blue. You can see them. Look at this one. We have the long bones here. And then there's another long bone here. These short bones here, they join these two long bones together. Short bones are about as long as they are wide. And they are located in the wrist. They are the ones that help you know you can move your wrist, move it, shake it. So as you move those wrists, it's those short bones that help your fingers to move, that helps your hand to move. Okay. The carpals on the wrists and the tarsals in the ankles, okay, are examples of short bones. Your ankle, it is there in your ankle, and it is also there in your wrist. Okay, you can always check that. Now we have irregular bones. What do we call irregular bones? Of course, these are bones that have complex shapes. They are not straightforward. They have complex shapes. Look at these bones on there. Complex means something that is not very simple. Look at this. See, there are even holes. You know, just like when you want to fix something, sometimes you have to nail the wall. So there are some holes here, like something needing to be fixed. Now, irregular bones vary in shape and structure, and therefore do not fit into any other category. They are not flat and they are not short. They have a body system that is somehow rough. That's why they are called irregular. Now, they often have a fairly complex shape, which helps protect internal organs. Okay, they help to protect internal organs, and one of the examples that we have here is the pelvis. Okay, it protects organs in the pelvic cavity. Then we have the sesamoid bones. What do? These sesamoid bones, they reinforce tendons. Tendons are, let me say, they are muscles. They help to attach muscles to the bones. Okay, sesamoid bones function to protect tendons from stress and wear. Now, these sesamoid bones, they do not join bones together, but they are inside these tendons. So they are on their own. They are inside the tendons to make sure that the tendons are doing what they should do, that they are not stressed. That's why we say they protect the tendons from stress and wear. They help to support the tendons. Okay, we have seen a lot about the skeletal system, that is the human skeleton. Now I want to talk about, we've been talking about bones in the skeleton. Now, and you have seen that these bones, in some places, they are attached, they are joined together, okay? And you know that bones are hard. Bones are hard. So how come they are joined together and they still function well? That's what we want to consider in this other subtopic, and we'll be looking at joints. Joints. What are joints? Now, joints are a place where two or more bones meet. The place where this is one bone up here, this is another bone up here. Now, this place, you can see it. That is what we call a joint, where two or more bones meet. Okay? It is a place where bones can move in relation to each other. Okay? You can move your arms. If you move your arm upward, downward, upward, when you move your arms like that, what happens? The joint is the one helping you to move your arm. What do joints do? They make the skeleton flexible. The skeleton is hard, but because there is a joint in the middle, you can move some parts of your body. So they make the skeleton flexible. Without them, movement will be impossible. Then they are attached to each other by ligaments or cartilage. Now, we have different types of joints as well. And the human body has three main types of joints. They are categorized by the movements they allow. First, we are always told that there are two. But now, take a look at these three types. Okay, we have the first one. They are called the diatroses. The diatroses. Why are they called? Why are they known as diatroses? They are freely movable. They move freely. Okay. These are also known as synovial joints. If you know a doctor, and then a doctor can tell you more about it, or you can also check online. These joints are freely movable. You can move them, freely without any hindrance. All they move smoothly against each other. And examples are the knee and the shoulder. You can move your shoulder, you can move your knee. Try it. These joints are freely movable. That's why we categorize them as one. We have different examples. We have the ball and socket joint. They are still part of this freely movable joint. We have the hinge joint. We have the condyloid joint. We have the pivot joint, the gliding joint, and the saddle joint. Okay, now we have the immovable joint. These ones you cannot move them. The bones are joined together, but you cannot move them. Okay. Now we have examples of these. And we have the bones of the skull. The bones of the skull. The movable joint between the palates of the skull are known as sutures. Okay. These bones cannot move. You know that your skull is hard, is rigid, so it cannot move. Different bones are connected like that, they don't move. They are called immovable joints. Then we have the amphiarthroses. These are slightly movable. We have freely movable, you can move them. Then we have some that are slightly movable. They are also called a cartilaginous joint. Okay. Now, when two or more bones are held so tightly together, and it is only a limited movement that can take place. And we have, for example, like the spine. Okay, you can move your back, but you cannot move it as you would like to move it. So we call that the slightly movable joint. Now, what are the functions of joints? What do joints do to us? Now, a joint has two main functions. Number one, to allow mobility of the skeletal system. That is so that you can move, so that the skeleton can move, and to provide protective enclosure for vital organs. Just like the skeleton, they protect vital organs in the body. Okay, now this is the takeaway for today. Takeaway is just like what you should have at the back of your mind. Now, the adult human skeletal system has a complex architecture that includes 206 named bones connected by cartilage, tendons, ligaments. And then we have 3 types of joints, which are the synarthrosis, that is the movable joint. We have the amphiarthrosis, that is the slightly movable joint. And we have the diarthrosis, that is the freely movable joint. You know, our body is, we are wonderfully and fearfully made. If you check your body, you discover that your body has different, different parts that are very, very special. And the bones, though we don't see the bones. You see your eyes, you take care of your skin because you see it. But the bones that we cannot see, they are also very, very important. That is why we study everything about us, so that we can understand better what you are made up of. So we have looked at the skeletal system, and then we have seen that it is those bones in our body that help us to stand. If you look at this picture, they help you to stand, they help you to sit. When you sit down, it is one bone that is, carrying all your weight, and then you will do a lot of work. The bones in the arm are very, very useful in that regard. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and be happy.